it's Renee here today, and I'd like to show you these cute little tags I've made. They've got a clear pocket so that you can pull the little tag out and see the tag behind, or you could decorate behind there like this one. I've just popped a little butterfly, and I've had a little fun making these, so I thought we'd just make one together real quick. Right, I'm just going to start with these. I've printed them on 250 GSM card. I'll pop all the links in the description box of which digis I'm using in this. Hello, Larry. Shock horror, you've come to visit. Do I need a tub? I need a tub. Right, I'm just going to start by cutting out one of these. And then I'm just going to cut the corners off to make it a tag shape. Right, good enough. I'm going to use a dark brown ink around all the edges. Right, next I need a frame, so I'm going to pick this one and I'm going to cut it out, leaving a bit of white all around the edge like this. And cutting out the inside. And then if you turn it over on the back, it's easier to see where your cuts didn't meet each other, and you can just press into them to cut all the way. And then that middle bit should just pop out. Like that. Little bit of ink on the inside where you've just cut. I again printed these on the 250 GSM, so they're nice and sturdy. But you probably don't need to, because we're going to glue it onto plastic, so if you just printed it on thin, that'd probably work as well. But I do find it easier to work with things that you're cutting thinner lines on. So then I've got this clear contact that I put through the laminator with nothing in. I'm going to take my art glitter glue and just cover all the back. Then I'm going to put it on the laminating pouch there, and I'll just use a tissue to wipe up any glue that gets on the inside, as well as just pushing the frame down to make sure it's stuck on the plastic. Like that. Then once that's stuck down, I'm just going to take my scissors and trim it out. Went a little bit bowy, so I have moved it over, retrimmed. Okay, just going to try and get glue off there, and inking around the edge. Now if I did want to put something behind the clear pocket, now's the time. I'll usually move it to where I find what I want behind it. So I like it right there. And we might put something behind it. Let's find an element. Let's have a look in this box of stickers that I've got. See if I can find a sticker that I think would look nice there. So many. Hello, Pucky. It's kind of pretty too. I think we'll go with those. So I want them there-ish. Now for the tricky part, pulling the backs off the stickers. So I want that there, and this one there. Yep, that'll work. So next I'm going to take the art glitter glue and go down the edge. Got some dried glue on the end of that. Down the edge, along the bottom, and down the other edge, making sure to leave the top glue free. And then I'm going to place that where I wanted it. There. Like that. There we go. And I'll just use this to poke in. I'll hold the edges because I don't want to rip the glue up. Just make sure I've got it not glued in anywhere in the middle. Right. So next I need a tag. I printed these ones earlier. And these ones are all from the same set. So I quite like this one. Let's go that one. So I'm just going to cut it out. I'm just going to make sure that that actually fits. And you go. Yep, that fits fine. And I'm going to cut off enough of the tag to cover that. So there, which I've just marked with my fingernail. So that's just over 3.5 centimetres by the look of it. And trim that up. Before I cut, I always forget to do this. Ink, 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 ink. I'm so good at forgetting to ink until after I've cut. Alright, try that again. About 3.5 centimetres. And there-ish. And cut. Now on this little piece that I've cut off, I'm not inking this edge that I cut. I'm going to jut it up against the edge of the frame and I'm just going to glue it there. Need a bit of glue paper. Let's use this glue phone book. Alright. Glue. And centrally sticking it there, like that. Okay, with the bit that I did cut off, I am going to ink the edge, and I'm also going to stick it on this piece of aligned brown paper. so I can just see through the back where the edges of that are, so I'll be careful not to glue it on the wrong spot. Use my ruler. And sticking that down like that. Cut that out. Alright. Now you might need to touch up your inking on this side, and then you'll need to ink the other side as well. There's the ink pad. That. Okay. Now I want to make a little tab for this, and I just use a piece of scrap card, which I had some earlier. What have I done with it? Here we go. A little bit of scrap, and I need to cut out a little rectangle. Just fold that down and trim and trim. It's not even. Trim, trim. Use my little mat to eyeball that to see if it's needing more trimming. Just a tad off this side and a very tad off the bottom. Good enough. Alright, I need my little corner punch tool, and I'm going to poke that in and punch that one. I'm punching the corners off the actual folded edge and poke that in. Press. Alright, so if I was to open that up now, it's that shape. And I'm just going to ink all the way around. Like that. Open it up. Bit of glue all over. And then using the lines to help me line it up so it's straight, I'm just going to place it in the middle like that. Then fold it closed and press like that. Alright. Now I quite like putting a little word on there, so here's some I prepared earlier. Now I printed these out and cut out some words and then just stuck them on some black card like this to make these little title plates. And I'm just going to stick one on there. I like that one. Let's go with that. And oops, art glitter glue. And pop that on there. Alright, I'll slide that in our pocket. So it kind of gives you the illusion that that's part of the tag still. I'm going to pop little word or something on the bottom. I quite like using these. You get a million of them in the printables, so I've got heaps to use up from just the one print. So we'll pop that here, like that. And I'll also pop a word here. I've got these sort of vintagey signature things that came with the in the same digi as the frames, so I'll trim out one of them. Bit of ink. And glue that on there. Like that. So that's all there is to those. I think they're really cute. You've got a little pop out, you've got a little note card to write stuff on. You can slide it back in its see-through pocket, and I quite like the look of it kind of showing off a word as well, although I've stuck this sticker down a bit low for that in this one, but I still think it's a nice look, or giving you the illusion that it's a long tag stuck through a clear pocket. Anyway, I had fun making those. Hope you do too, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye!